Curse of the commentator. Good evening everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Wednesday the 6th of December 2023 and tonight I'm heading to Boro Rangers versus Redcar Town in the second round of the North Riding Senior Cup. So I'm just in Phoenix Park now. Anyway, they're going into this game this evening. Boro Rangers are currently in 6th place in the Northern League Division 1 table and yeah, really starting to get it going now in Division 1, it's safe to say. Obviously they are newcomers to the league this year and I think as well you've got to remember at the start of the season while they were waiting for this place to be ready, they've obviously had to play a lot of away games, but like with any team getting promotion, that jump into the next league can occasionally, you know, take a bit of time, and so far they're competing pretty well, like not a million miles off the playoffs and what have you. So yeah, it's going to be a really interesting club to follow over these next few years. I think they're looking to do a bit more to this place, like install a bar and what have you, just to like obviously just to enhance the overall matchday experience. But as for Redcar Town, they're currently in 19th place in Northern League Division 2 and like they're struggling to get a game at the minute. Like they've had that many matches called off. Like this tie was actually meant to be at Redcar Town, but it was postponed several times. So eventually they've decided to just play it safe and just switch the tie to here just to make sure it does get played, and I can understand that. As it goes, the winners of this tie will go on to face a home tie against Pickering Town in the next round. So I mean, like obviously there's a notable gap in standard between Division 1 and Division 2 at the minute. I've said that a couple of times already in previous videos, but a lot of it might depend on like the sort of 11s the two sides are fielding tonight, whether Boro Rangers look to maybe give some of the younger players a chance and put a bit more focus on the league. Maybe the same could be said for Redcar Town, obviously at the wrong end of the table. I mean, I know they're maybe a bit behind a few teams in terms of matches played, but all the same, like as I keep on saying, I don't really believe in false positions, but let's just find out how this game unfolds. So the team's warming up, Boro Rangers getting ready here. Looks like they're going to be in their usual all red this evening, and Redcar Town are getting ready just here. They're going to be in their usual blue and white. Anyway, I'll see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match. So it's actually a white away strip that Redcar Town are in this evening. I mean, same colour scheme, but this one's more predominantly white, whereas the home kit is more predominantly blue. Our underway.
This should be really well attended. North Riding should be massive.
Oh. Well, like 13 minutes in and nothing's happened. Oh, until now. Curse of the commentator. I get a really bad cold as well when I put them up, but put the sneeze and put them back on. Oh. Go. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's in. Well, you can't say they're not being clinical so far.
Why did they get rid of the mother, by the way?
For the one young manager like Birmingham, this is that for them. The best of play is freedom. From the goal, it shows from the goal, from the keeper. Go on. What, go?
Oh, lucky. Absolutely, I love it, Boro Rangers.
Have they got the manager put in yet? Has Birmingham actually won the game yet? One drew 2 off 5. Go on. Players shouldn't have reacted. God, she's fucking reacted. Yeah. I don't know if you can remember, but when Ultra went bust, we had to go right down to the Door League. But so I don't know if they've done it in the League. They've done it for a season where from a throwing, you kicked it. You had a choice.
The chin is you've got to have
the
referee come in. If you don't, they'll decide whether the game goes on.
It's not too bad for the steering in the worst place ever. He's on the Saturday, but it's not too bad on the midweek. Oh no. It's got to be offside. It's falling so far. Oh, that's not offside.
Well, it's definitely game on now.
Got a badge for you, this turn. That was the old one. Oh, really? Oh, that's good. That's it.
Half-time, Boro Rangers 1, Redcar Town 2. Redcar Town have played really well, it has to be said. I mean, it's been a game of very few chances, but lo and behold, here we are with 3 goals. I see Redcar Town taking lead on sort of nothing, as was evident with what I was saying for the video, and then not too long after that, really, they did go and find a second goal, and could have even gone 3-0, but obviously hit the post. Then there was another one that was straight at the keeper, but that is a really bad time for them to concede, isn't it? Right on half time. You have to feel now that the momentum is most definitely is with Boro Rangers, and I think at this point I do fancy Boro Rangers to turn this round and go on and win, but I've been wrong many times before. I've been wrong tonight already, so yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes.
It was a good game against St. Paddy. I thought you might have watched it. It was really good. It was on YouTube, you see. They got No, the Way fans used to be next door to, in the East Bank. You know where they... I think...
First chance for the second half as well. Pretty much always like very old-fashioned, I'd say.
It's close to the station.
Yeah, that's another element. It is close. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, I've spoken to a couple of ball. Top corner.
We didn't really have a summer either, did we? Oh, save. Rebound, maybe.
Must be due for a good summer. This summer was not very good. We got about 2 weeks, don't we? That's it.
Oh.
Bend your fucking knees.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be your house, it's on.
Yeah, I'll be there for you. I'll see you later, Dan.
See you later.
See you later.
Oh, save!
No.
It's given it.
Yeah. You always find a way to win.
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
See you later, lads. Cheers. Ash. See you later. Did you hear all that, mate? Good lad.
Full-time Boro Rangers 3, Redcar Town 2. In the end, Boro Rangers rallied, as they so often do. They are one of those teams that do seem to find a way to win no matter what it takes, and that maybe explains why they are where they are in the Northern League Division 1 table. But it wasn't without a very, very good challenge from Redcar Town tonight, who I thought maybe had most of the chances over the course of the game, and even throughout the course of the second half, I just couldn't quite put them away, and ultimately Boro Rangers made it count when they did get forward, and that is why they find themselves going through to face Pickering in the next round. But I've got to say, that was absolutely Baltic there tonight, wasn't it? I mean, you won't know if you're watching this at the game, but yes, let me tell you, it was very, very cold. Coldest I've been at a football match in quite a long while, actually. So I'll be glad when I'm back in and in the warmth. What have you? I'm turning soft, aren't I? I mean, I wouldn't have really complained about this a couple of years ago, but now maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just getting a bit too old prematurely. But yeah, it was certainly a bit nippy to say the least. But I need to have a bit of a chat about something now. I really need to get this off my chest, and it's absolutely nothing to do with the game I was at tonight, but it has been announced that you may have seen over the last few days that Forest Green were under investigation for fielding an ineligible player in the last round of the FA Cup against Scarborough, and obviously a couple of weeks ago the same thing happened with Barnsley, who were obviously when that happened to Barnsley, they were subsequently removed from the competition, and Horsham reinstated. Forest Green have done the very same thing, and yet they're getting another chance next Tuesday because the FA have ordered that game against Scarborough to go to a replay, and I'm not being funny, I'm absolutely furious at that. It is stupid. It's really, really embarrassing on the FA's behalf, and it just shows, as petty as this sounds, there is a blatant southern bias in this country from the authorities, and it really is showing now. In fact, obviously Barnsley break the rules, a Yorkshire club, and the first thing they do is out you go. But Forest Green, after several days of investigation, replay it, but just don't do it again. It's ridiculous. It is beyond embarrassing. And it's not the first time this kind of thing's happened either. Obviously, you remember a few years ago, obviously Gateshead were kicked out of the National League for financial irregularities. Ebbsfleet were having the exact same financial irregularities that season, yet they got to keep their place in the National League. So it is just laughably inconsistent. What are the rules? I mean, obviously, a couple of years ago, speaking of Gateshead, we maybe got a little bit lucky in terms of the FA Cup. Obviously, there's a team sheet error against Bradford Park Avenue. I think a referee's report maybe saved us from being chucked out of the competition that season. But I'm not going to lie, Scarborough have been absolutely shafted there. It's an absolute embarrassment from the FA, that, and just like there's a lot of money on the line here, because obviously it's not fair on Scarborough. It's not fair on Blackpool, who are obviously the team that the winners of the tie will face in the next round, and then obviously after that, we know that they'll be playing Nottingham Forest in the third round. So there's a lot of money at stake here, and obviously Scarborough have played the game fairly. Obviously they've lost the initial replay, and then now just gonna have to do it all again when obviously Horsham were just like reinstated. So it just feels like it's one rule for one team and another for others, and it just makes you wonder like what's next for the FA. And if I didn't know better, I wouldn't even be disappointed if Gates had just turned around and said on Saturday, no, we're not playing in your competition, just almost in solidarity with Scarborough and all that, because it's baffling. It really, really is baffling. But I'm just gonna leave it here before I run out of storage on my phone or whatever, and that is that for this video. And I'll be back on Saturday with Rochdale versus Gateshead in the FA Trophy. Although once again the weather is not looking particularly great, so we'll just have to keep an eye out on it. And but if not, there is obviously going to be alternatives. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me if the FA want to boot Gateshead out because the referee didn't like Stephen wearing shin pads or something like that. But until Saturday, take care, cheers for watching. See you later.